Hello. Welcome back to another episode. It's been a minute since I made the last video. This is what I got in the last 2 weeks or so. It's all at random, but here's what I got anyways. I'm going to try my best to name the place where I got it from and how much I paid for it. I actually got a couple of good stuff here. Anyways, so first up I went to a yard sale. Didn't think they would have anything, but I found some games, and they had this DVD tower rack right here that was pretty cool. And what's nifty about it is that this tower rack, all you have to do is push the game in, and it slides out for you. So I thought that was awesome, and they wanted $7. I got it for $5, and then they had basically from Resident Evil all the way up to here, a quarter a game. So I paid like $10, I think, for the tower, and then these games right here at one yard sale. So that was pretty cool. I asked them if they had any other games laying around, and the lady comes out with some N64 games. She had like sports games. Then I noticed one in particular. They were asking, I think, $35 for it, but I took a best offer on it for $20, and they took it. And it is Snowboard Kids 2. So for $20, that's not a bad price. I was happy with it. Spent $30 at this yard sale at one stop. But yeah, this tower case right here is the actual joy right here, because all I have to do is that and the game pops out. So I thought that was awesome. And then I went at a pawn shop. This is actually a little bit of a rare item. They wanted $130 for it. It was Easter Sunday, so they drew an Easter egg out of a basket. I picked one out, and I picked a gold Easter egg, and thinking it would be like something, worthwhile, but I got 20% off, so I took that 20% and I came up with this for $100. And it's actually a very rare system that you don't see all the time. And that's the Smoke N64 system with the matching controller. They wanted $130 for it, but I got it for $100. So I was pretty happy on that deal. You don't see this at all, so that's why I jumped on it. So now all I need is the Fire Orange, Ice Blue, Great Purple, the Gold, which I don't think I'll ever get, and the Pokemon, Pikachu, the system. And I think then after I find those, if I do, I'll have all of them. So that was cool. I got that. I was pretty stoked. I saw it before it even came off the shelf at the pawn shop, and I put a leeway on it so I can get first dibs so nobody can grab it. And then let's see, on Facebook Marketplace, this was 2 deals on Facebook Marketplace. A guy had a stack of PS3 games marked at $30, and I guess he wanted to get rid of it, and because I think he said he was moving, they just wanted to get rid of it. But I just didn't think he knew what he had, because I went pretty far to get it. I drove 30 minutes away to go grab this, but it was well worth it for one game that I saw in the stack. And that one game is, again, I found another copy, NCAA Football 14. And then, so when I was picking through the stack when I got home, I didn't realize, and let me unstack these real quick. I didn't realize it had this game in here. It was in this case, in a generic case, and it was the NCAA Basketball 2010. And I looked up online and didn't realize it was worth quite a bit of change, 40 to 60 bucks. But it's not complete. It's disc only. So that's kind of a bummer. But I still got the game, so I don't have to pay that crazy price. I think I only paid $1 for it, less than $1 probably. Because I had more games that I traded to GameStop, or not GameStop, the pawn shop. And then I got, from there, with that stack of games, I got these two games, which are kind of hard to come by. Because they're expensive. I picked up Plants vs. Zombies. They had it marked at 20 each. And I just told them, hey, would you just do an even trade? Straight up even trade. My value games were 30. These were 20 apiece. So to get it for $30, I guess you could say. Sorry, my math whiz is not that great, but to get it for that price for 30 bucks, I'm happy because I didn't have it in the collection. So 2 games added to the PS3 collection. And all these other games are also added to the PS3 collection. And in that stack was this game here. Didn't have it. Didn't have all these games I didn't have, so these are all going into the collection. Okay, maybe I lied. I think I do have this one here. So this is the second copy if anybody wants to trade. It's a cheesy kids game. I didn't have this one. And I think I lied again because I think I have this one already. Got this here. And mostly sports games, but they had some other good stuff in there too. But for 30 bucks, you can't complain. It was a stack of games. And being in that stack was the 2 sports games in there that are worth well over $40 a piece. Madden 17, that's a pretty Hitman. I think I have this one. I'm not 100% sure, so I might be lying again. And then at another yard sale, it was one house only. I asked if she had games. She said, oh, 1 second, I think I have some games in the house. She came back out with a couple games. She had this one, and she only wanted $1. And then so when I opened it, I noticed there was no game in the case. She said, oh, well, hold on 1 second. I think it's in the system. So she comes back out, and she gives me this. PS4 2K18. So, And all these games I'm showing you, I either need them for the collection. I got GeForce, and this is the best one out of the bunch. Spider-Man Shattered Dimension. That's like a $25 game all day. Oh, it's in the PS3 right now. And then when I opened up this game, Lego Indiana Jones 2, there was a bonus disc in there. There was Lego Indiana Jones 2. And then there was another game inside, which was Lego Indiana Jones, the first one. So, 2 games for 1. I like that when that happens. Woo, woo, woo. Hold on there, stack of games. They're about to fall sideways. Okay, and then I got Tony Hawk Shred. I need the skateboard, but just to have it in the collection is good for me. And this one's a decent title here, Gran Turismo 6. Didn't have that in the collection. So here's the 2 games that were the best ones by far. NCAA Football 14 and NCAA Basketball 2010. And then here's a couple more that were in that stack. Loose disc. All Stars right there, Battle Royale. And then another deal I got from a friend of mine, actually on Facebook. He does garage sales too. And so he was on another side of town, and he got some pretty good stuff that I saw that he had, and asked him how much he wants for this one particular game I've been hunting down for a little while. And he gave me a really good deal versus paying $60 on eBay. He gave me $25 for it. And then, like I said, I've been hunting it down for a little while now. And I went there and picked it up off of him, and this is what it is right here. I remember this game when I was little, so this was like my childhood right here. Spyro, Ape Escape, a couple other good titles when I was younger, and this was one of them. This is kind of hard to come by, and to get it for $25 is not that bad of a deal. I think he said he picked it up for a couple bucks at a yard sale outside of where I live. I'm like, damn, dude, that's fucking really cheap. But to get it for $25 for me, yeah, I'll take it for $25. Versus, like I said, paying $60 online. Nope. Oh yeah, and then I got Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. I don't know about this game. I beat it a while ago when it came out, but just to add it to the collection is not that, you know. And then at a yard sale today, I was out for a couple hours, maybe hit like 10 houses, 15 houses, and I went to one house. Didn't have any video games out in the yard sale or garage, and then I asked the kid that was at the sale, his mom and dad were there, and I asked if he had any video games, and surprisingly he did. He brought out a bunch of Wii games at first, and then so I got these two games right here. Not that bad of a condition, but it looks like it'll work. And then this one here, Hot Wheels. And then he went back in the house, and I asked him if he had, if he had any more, and so he did. He came back out, and then I was surprised that he had Sega Genesis stuff, and most of it was sports, but this was the best one out of the bunch. He had Aladdin. So to see Sega stuff is uncommon. So I picked this up. It's missing the manual booklet, but it's in pretty good condition. And it still has the hang tag right there. Most of them are broken off. So to get that, and then I got this game from him, Wario Master of Disguise for the DS. I can't open that one, but for these 4 games, I paid $20. He wanted 25 at first, got it down to 20, so not too bad there. And oh yeah, I also had, sorry, I forgot one more game out of there. This game was with it too. Ace Combat. So that was all at one sale for $20 right here. Not too bad for $20. And that was today, as I'm recording it hours later. And then last week at a yard sale, I went with my buddy. We hit like maybe 20 houses, 25 houses, no luck until the very last house. Didn't have any video games. We asked for video games. And they're like, oh yeah, we got some. It took him a while to bring it out, but we managed to him going down the basement and bringing some games out, and we made a little deal. And at first he was wanting $80 for the whole deal, and we got it down to 60. It had the Nintendo system hookups, couple zappers, couple controllers, and then 2 full games of Nintendo stuff, but they're mostly like regular titles, basic stuff, and nothing too spectacular in there. So we bought it for 60. And then we basically split the games between him, my friend and I, and he took the system and the zappers, controllers. I didn't need any of that stuff. And then, so what I picked out was, I picked out the Nintendo cases here. Got 2 of them, they're Nintendo branded, which I didn't have any of these, so that was pretty cool. And then the games I got were these right here, Super Pitfall, Jaws, Sky Kid, and these basically are games that I don't have in the collection, or I never heard of. So for 60 bucks, not too bad. Life Force, not too bad of a deal there. It was like a little, like I said, we split it between the system and games and stuff like that. I took what I wanted, he got what he wanted. And then at a pawn shop, I found this game for 13 bucks. Punch Out. I think they had it marked underpriced because it's about a $25 game. And then, I don't know where I got these from, but they're just more PS3 games I didn't have in the collection. Surf's Up. Like this game I never heard of. And this has got a cover case I never seen, so that's going in the collection. Got that. Then I found this at a yard sale. Same thing with this controller, $5 each. Got the camo Xbox 360 wireless controller, a Move controller. If you guys can pick these up for real cheap, their trade-in value goes really good with to GameStop for $17. About $16.50 for trade-in credit. So to get it for $5, you make $10. 16 sorry, $11.50. Not bad. Not bad. So I got that. And then at a pawn shop, I also got this game, Spawn. I wanted it for the PS2, but I don't really collect for the Xbox. But to see it sealed, heck yeah, I'm gonna pick this game up. I like the artwork. And then speaking of Spawn, at the yard sales today, I found these 2 items for $2. It's not gaming related, but the DVDs. So to get that, not too bad. And then let's see what else. Oh yeah, I got a couple more things to show you here real quick. I also went and grabbed Days Gone. So to get this game for cheap, with the stack of PS3 games I showed you earlier, that's where it went to. It went to GameStop. I had some more games that I had in that big pile of games for $30. Traded at GameStop, and I picked this up. And then a couple weeks ago, maybe more than that, I got this game too. I'm still stuck at the guy with the spear. He's on his horse, and he just murders me every time. So I'm like, I think I'll go and check out Days Gone for a little while. Come back to this one, see if I can whip his ass, but who knows. And I think that is it. That's what I found in from the last video. Alright, until the next one, give me a couple weeks, guys, and I'll have more content for you. Laters.